Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Gullibe. It's nice to have you here. Click on the subscribe button down below to join my family, to join my tribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, you know that I have mad love for you. So we haven't done one of these in like forever. The last time I did a makeup tutorial was like 6 months ago. Decided to share all the tea on my updated makeup routine using skincare infused makeup products and minimal products. Without talking too much, let's get right into this video. This is my face bare. I just got out of the shower. I just did my skincare, so I'm going to dive right into it. I like to start with glossing my lips. If you're an OG on this channel, it's been really long since I did this. And for this, I'm using the Lancome Juicy Tubes gloss in the shade Tickled Pink. So basically I've reduced the quantity of products I apply on my face because I increased the quality of products that I use now. Yeah, we're going to start with moisturizing. Like I said, I already did my skincare, so I already did my serums and my essence, so we're going to dive right into moisturizing. To moisturize, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. moisturizer. It is thick and it is a little goes a long way. It comes off as really white, like how a sunscreen would look like, and then it gives optimal hydration. This is hydration. Next thing we're going to do is to prime my face, and I'm going to use this Ilia Beauty serum primer. Less is always more, and I've started using more serum and lightweight products compared to the heavy products. I've never really been a heavy product kind of girl, but yeah, this is a serum primer, and I find that it really does the job of hydrating as well as priming. So Ilia Beauty, if you know the brand, is more of like a skincare stroke makeup brand. So their makeup products have skincare infused ingredients. So this is also like skincare and makeup as well. I still use the regular cream based or silicone based primers, but lately, especially when I'm trying to go for like a simple look that has less products, I rather use my serum primer. Before I go into my base, I'm going to be spraying my face with this mist, this OG mist, to also give my skin extra hydration. And we have a perfectly hydrated skin. So our skin is happy, she's breathing, she's glowing, and she's ready for the next step. Like I said, I've started using less products more because my target areas are usually the areas where I have hyperpigmentation or dark spots. And so because of that, I've realized that color correcting with the right shade of color corrector has helped me correct those problem areas first, and has also made my routine easier and faster. I'm going to be using this concealer from Beauty by AD. It's in the shade Bad 13. Now let me tell you what I really like about this concealer. I like the fact that it's not red. It's more of my shade, but it has like little hints of red undertone, and it works perfectly for me. You guys are going to see how it applies on my skin. It does look a little red, but then it looks just like my skin as well. So it's more of a concealer with like a red undertone than a red color corrector. So as you can see, I do have some clusters of dark spots here. I have some around here too. Some on my forehead and some under my chin. I'm going to apply a generous amount of concealer on those spots. It doesn't have to go over every single spot on my face, just on the very visible ones. I'm also going to apply the concealer underneath my eyes. You guys can see this massive pimple that I have under my eyes. I'm going to let this sit for like 20 seconds. Okay, so I think the concealer has settled in a little and I'm ready to blend. There's a certain way to blend your concealer, especially when you're trying to hide your hyperpigmentation or your dark spots. And it took me a while to figure this out, but I'm glad that I did. So what I do is I take a blending brush, a dense brush just like this one. It's the DD Beauty brush in the shade in the number D10. So what I do is, after I've let the concealer sit for a while I'm blending, I try not to blend on or over the target areas. Instead, I blend around the corners of where I applied the color corrector. So for example, this area, you guys saw that I had clusters of hyperpigmentation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blend around the corners, and I will not touch where the target areas are. So if you can see clearly what I'm doing, I'm only blending the corners, and I'm blending them into my skin so that they look as natural as possible. And if I feel like I need to go over the target areas, I only press over it light-handedly and then spread the rest onto the other areas of my face. The more pressure you apply on your face while blending, the more your product sinks into your face, and sometimes that can risk you exposing the hyperpigmentation that you're supposed to be hiding. And I've made that mistake a couple of times, because there are certain times that I've color corrected, and at the end of the day I realized that, oh, I can still see my dark spots. But yeah, I figured this method out, and it's been working for me. So if you try this, if you have hyperpigmentation like me and you try this and it works for you, please let me know. I'm not going for a full makeup look today. If I was going for, I would go over the same spot with the same concealer that I used for more coverage, because I can still see some bits of my hyperpigmentation, but that's okay because I'll go over it with foundation and then concealer. So I'm just going to do that to the other areas of my face and just blend around the edges and not on the areas that I'm trying to conceal. I'm not only blending out the edges, I'm also blending it into the rest of my face so that it looks as seamless as possible. Okay guys, as you can see, I have blended the other parts of my face adequately, and I'm left with the concealer that I applied underneath my eyes. I always like to blend underneath my eyes last because I always want full coverage under my eyes. And this concealer, bruh, if you do not have this concealer, if you feel like we use the same shade of foundation or concealer, you should get your hands on this Beauty by AD concealer. It does the job. Like, my skin looks perfect. It looks like it is my skin with a hint of redness. But I don't mind, I don't mind. Beauty by AD is a brand, because why is my skin looking like my skin is perfect? Like, why is my real skin looking perfect? It looks really red from here because obviously I'm using the camera, and this camera just has a way of showing things that it's not supposed to show, but that's why it's a good camera. But on this mirror it looks perfect. Like, it looks like skin. Once you've achieved this, you just color corrected and your skin is already looking seamless. You don't need to do too much with the other products that you're going to apply. You're going to realize that the quantity of foundation you use is smaller, the quantity of concealer and every other product you use basically is going to be in reduced amount, because you already have a really nice base. And if you're going for a very simple look with minimal products, this is just everything. I mean, you could just pop on concealer at the necessary areas, like under your eyes, contour, and then set your face, and you're good to go. With this look, I don't always wear foundation, especially when I'm going for job interviews or I'm going out for like a quick, market run. I will just pop on concealer underneath my eyes, contour, bronze, set my face, and that's it. Ignore the fact that my head looks like an egg right now, but yeah, the agenda has to adjourn and we have to keep moving. And I wanted to take this break to congratulate the giveaway winner. Thank you for staying updated with my content. Please reach out to claim your gifts, and you know that I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. So I got this in the mail this week. It's this Halo Foundation Tinted Moisturizer. I got it in the shade Tan. It also has SPF of 25, which is a good thing. In the uses here, it says helps prevent sunburn. That's amazing. All-in-one, primes, perfects, protects, and hydrates. Healthy glow, dewy finish, everything for me as well. If you know me, you know that I love the glow, I love the dew, I love the moisture. Use a generous amount. This is what it looks like. So it looks like a perfect match. I have my blending brush here. It says to apply it with your fingers. So we're going to try to do this to it. But this is one This is one swatch, and I'm just going to spread it out evenly with my fingers. Okay, it's looking like a perfect match with my neck, guys, and I feel like the color corrector shade is really helping. Aha, this is nice. I think I need to apply more for you guys to see what I mean. This is nice. It has a thick consistency, but it's also very smooth in texture. It's very smooth in texture. I love this. Like, you can literally tell that it has some skincare products infused in it. I love this. I really like this. So let me try to apply more using my fingers on this side of my face, and I would use my foundation brush on the other side of my face, and you guys will be the judge. This is one pump. I'm liking the coverage. I love this. Finally! I finally got my perfect tinted moisturizer. So you guys, this is what it's looking like. It's giving glowy, it's giving skin finish, it's giving I love you. So I'm going to go over the other side of my face using my brush, and we're going to see how that applies. It feels like a serum using my brush. It doesn't feel like what it feels like when I use this brush to blend out foundation. My brush is definitely picking up more product than expected. It's not bad with the brush as well. I feel like the brush gave my face more coverage and it picked up more product, but this is good regardless. So I'm going to apply 1 to 2 more pumps for the rest of my face. This is one extra pump. I don't like applying too much foundation on my forehead and my nose, just because I feel like those areas don't need that much product. So I apply very small amounts. I've blended out my face, and can you guys see? If I'm going to rate this foundation on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a solid 8.5. And 8.5 because I don't want to give it a 9 or a 10, because yeah, I'm a strict scorer. But yeah, it's a beautiful foundation. I love the consistency. It feels like skincare on the skin. You can blend it out with your fingers. You can also blend it out with a brush. If you can see, it gives good finish. I blended this side out with my brush, and I blended this side out with my fingers, and you can see that it still gives good coverage. I love the glow. I love the dewy finish. I love how it sinks into my skin. I love how it feels more like skincare than makeup. So it's thick in consistency, but it has a very smooth texture and applies very finely on the skin. And you guys can see that it looks like I have perfect skin, but some minutes ago you could see all the blemishes on my face. I'm so happy that I have finally found my shade of tinted moisturizer. Next, I'm going to be concealing, and by concealing I mean highlighting and contouring. And I'm going to use lightweight products. I'm going to be using the ZK Cosmetics concealer first in the shade New York underneath my eyes, and then I'll go over it with the Ilia Beauty concealer in the shade Kava. This is a serum concealer, and like I said, Ilia Beauty is a skincare infused makeup brand. So this is a serum concealer. It's lightweight, medium coverage, but can be built up to achieve a full coverage. And so I'm just going to be using it in little amounts to highlight the areas that need to be highlighted. I'm going in with this Ilia Beauty concealer to contour, and it's in the shade Cassia. It's more like a bronzer shade. I'm going to be using this shade of blush. It's in the shade Waking Up. On my cheekbones, very little on my nose. I'm going to blend my contour into my blush shade, so that way I'm going to blend upwards. And while I'm blending, I try not to go too low into my face. So I'm blending my contour shade and going in to blend the blush shade immediately. I'm taking some of the blush shade into my eyelid as well, the corners of my eyelid. And that's it, guys.
Coffee in the morning, coffee in the morning, but I don't wanna wake up. I just wanna watch you sleep alright. It's the smell of your hair, and it's the way that we fit. I never felt comfortable.
You guys see how easy it's blending? Like, everything is blending so easily. I don't have to do too much. And because the concealer underneath my eyes have sat for longer, it also makes it very easy to blend, and it makes it look more like skin. I went ahead to set the places that I highlighted with setting powder, as you can see, and I used very minimal amounts of setting powder. I used the Huda Beauty setting powder in the shade Kunafa. Right now I'm going to contour my face, bronze actually, with the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Coconutty. Aside from the fact that I'm preaching about using, minimal products, I still also believe that good products matter a lot. And with products, I don't only mean it's not just restricted to your makeup product. It also has to do with the type of brushes that you use, the tools that you use, what your base routine is like. It just takes practice. I feel like the more you do makeup on your face, or the more you do makeup in general, come to realize what works best. The products that pair well with each other, how they look in terms of appearance. And yeah, that's basically it. Going in with the same brush that I used to bronze my face, I'm dabbing on this powdered blush from Morphe, and I'm just, ooh, that's a lot. I didn't mean for it to be that much. I'm using my viewfinder to look at this, and I'm taking the rest and dabbing it on the tip of my nose, and then my forehead, and underneath my chin. Blush goes everywhere. Blush goes underneath the eyes, blush goes on the cheekbones, blush goes on the eyelid, blush goes on the lips, blush goes on the tip of the nose. Where does blush not go? Where? Like, blush is the savior for women of color. If you have brown skin, if you're a black girl, blush was made for you. So use it as much as you want. Don't let anybody tell you anything. It's so sad that I'm not going anywhere, because this look is given. Like, I want to go out with this look. I want to go out looking like this. I'm glowing. Now I'm just dabbing powder all over my face. I'm kind of avoiding going over my cheekbones, because I want to maintain that shine. In the Beauty by AD powder in the shade Bad 002. I'm going to do eyeliner, mascara, lashes, and lipstick. I'm back. I'm done with my eyes, and I did a little nude, ombre nude lip combo like I always do. This is already my signature look. I'm loving how this look is turning out. I have just decided I think I want an extra pop on my cheekbones, and so I'm going in with this Valentino Beauty highlight shade, and I'm just lightly dabbing at the high points of my cheekbones, the areas that already have some shine, and I'm doing it at this side as well. I just want to give it a pop and not necessarily make it look too highlighted. To finish this look, I'm going to spray this illuminating and hydrating mist. This is the finished look. This look took me less than an hour. I like how I used very minimal products, you guys saw, and you guys can testify to how easy this products blended into my skin. It was literally effortless. I didn't have to do too much to achieve what I wanted to achieve. It made the whole process easy. It made the whole process faster. Everything was just blending in together. I was getting all the results that I wanted, and this is where we are, and we've achieved this beautiful, airy, fresh, glowy. It's just everything. It's giving all the vibes. If you want to see my updated no foundation routine, kindly let me know in the comment section. If you've gotten here and you're not already subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.